Let's try this boat local from here.
Hello, thanks for joining me for another beer review then from the Wetherspoons Autumn 2022. So this beer is called Nowhereman Wungong. I'm probably butchering that last word up, but it is what it is. Nowhereman Brewing, they're out of Western Australia. I think they're out of Perth. And they've actually, this is classed as a rye IPA. So this one is clocking at 5.5%, whereas I think they brew one in Australia that's 7%. So this was brewed at the Banks' Brewery in the West Midlands. And Eddie Steele come across, I assume he's the head brewer. I don't know what the deal is with Eddie Steele, so apologies about that. Head brewer, whatever, he's come across from Australia to brew this beer here. So I have had this beer before. So this is, international brewer. I don't know if they've brewed this before in the UK or not. I don't know what the deal is. But I did actually try and review this at the Asparagus in London last week, but my mic cut out halfway through the review. So it's literally just come on since I've been here. So which I knew I was half expecting an ale to come on, and it's this one. So that I've already had before. So heads up. So what we got then, colour-wise, mahogany in colour. So it's classed as a rye IPA. So I've gone for a half here. It's slightly off Whitehead. I ordered it on the app just before starting recording, so I've already got a photograph of the pump clip, so I'm going to use that in the thumbnail. So beer in a glass, it's fairly clear, dark amber, mahogany, copper, whatever you want to call it, that kind of deal. So let's get a nose on this one then. The hops in this, incidentally, are Ernest, Jester, Keyworth's Early, Olicana, and UK Chinook. And this brewery in Western Australia has been going since 2017. So just 5 years on this brewery. Yeah, lots of kind of deep chestnutty kind of malt base, as you'd expect with the colour, really. Almost like a slightly kind of nutty edge or whatever it is. Chestnuts, very autumnal kind of beer. Maybe a slight inch of caramel. Yeah, just a pinch. Let's give it a try. Cheers then. So this beer is uber fresh. It literally come onto cask about, I don't know, 25 minutes ago, something like that. So I thought I'd go ahead and give it another try, do a review. So I'd imagine the next few beers will probably come on later part of tomorrow, Saturday, or maybe Sunday. So I'll see what I can do about getting down here Sunday. We'll see if it changes or not. But actually, one of the beers I was saying about in the other review is actually in the cellar, which is the first time I've seen it anywhere. Evans, Boadicea, Evans Brewery, Carmarthenshire. So, which is a 4.4% dark amber beer, it says. So, anyway, that's for potentially later on the weekend. Back to here and now then. It's leaving a lovely lacing as a lot of the beers seem to do at this venue, without a sparkler as well, which is quite impressive. Definitely getting that autumnal feel. Slightly sweet in that as well. There's just kind of a hint of a dark fruit kind of aspect coming through, hedgerow fruit. As I say, the hops in this Ernest, Jester, Keyworth's Early, Olicano and UK Chinook. UK Chinook would be quite interesting just to try on its own. With all them amount of hops in it, it's difficult to try and pull apart what actually you're getting from what hop varietal. So yeah, so a little bit then about the beer. So brewed, as I say, at Banks Brewery in the West Midlands, brewed to a russet colour beer, which is pretty much what we've already spoken about. Its blend of hop varieties uses deliverers of a feast of assorted fruity flavours balanced by a rich malt base. Doesn't really elaborate on either side of that, hops or malts, but what's getting there's a slight kind of sweetness towards the back end, almost like a blackcurrant vibe, hedgerow fruit, that kind of deal, you know. But overall, I mean, it's a 5.5% beer. You're definitely getting more body in the beer, I'd say. So it's probably just towards the full end. Well, it's just towards past the full end of a medium body, just past the middle there, you know. So 3/4 medium body, if you like. No hint of the ABV, which is nice, but yeah, a real nice malty brew for the autumn months. Considering the ABV and you know that kind of body to the beer, it's quite easy drinking, really. What's getting like kind of a raisiny edge now, soaked raisins, quite strong, but not overly strong, but not overly. If you like your kind of more maltier type ales, I mean, there's a slight kind of sweetness from rye. Kind of lingers on the palate a little bit. There's a slight kind of almost like slight woody edge to it as well. But no, it's not one of them kind of twig ales, what some people say. It's not that. It's a bit more depth of character. But a really nice brew, I have to say. Really nice beer. Is it any different from the one last week? Do you know what? It's very difficult sometimes when you start doing drinking a lot of beers. Like this is only a half, but drinking thirds, halves, you're trying lots of different beers. Sometimes it's really hard to remember. But I know what I gave a rating on Untappd, so I think it's around about the same ballpark. So perhaps it's very similar. Anyway, let me know if you've had this one before. So this is Nowhereman from Nowhereman Brewing, Western Australia. Nowhereman Wungong, butchering the shit out of that last bit, but yeah, 5.5%. So let me know what you think. Cheers. See you on the next one.